A clock that tells the wrong time so well it's right on time. Confused? Let me explain. Have you ever seen a clock like this one in the corner of your eye? You glance at it and think, that looks correct. But when you walk over to it, you realize it's actually wrong. But not just wrong, perfectly wrong. Take this clock, for example. At first glance, it appears to be set to 1:05. However, if we were to add up the minutes on all four of its faces, we would get 60, 15, 75. And what is 60 degrees plus 15 degrees? It's 75 degrees, which is exactly how many degrees this clock is off by. There are clocks that are wrong by an hour, but they're wrong by an amount of time that makes sense. They're wrong by a multiple of 60. This clock, though it's wrong by a prime number, an odd number, a number that can only be divided by itself and 1, it's wrong by 75. And that's not all. It's also wrong by 15 and 60. In fact, this clock is wrong by every multiple of 15, every value in this list. How is it possible for a clock to be so systematically wrong, yet still feel right? How does it manage to be so obviously incorrect, and yet so aesthetically pleasingly wrong? Well, there are two possible explanations for this. The first is that this clock was designed by a mathematician who had a warped sense of humor, or it was designed by a clockmaker who had a terrible sense of time. But there's another explanation, one that has less to do with who designed this clock and more to do with who is looking at it. Because from another perspective, this clock isn't wrong at all. It's perfectly right. See, the numbers on this clock don't represent hours or minutes. They're just placeholders. What this clock is really telling us is how many degrees off it is. And from that perspective, it's right on time. This is the very definition of a clock that tells the wrong time so well it's right on time. Thanks for watching till the end, and I'll see you in the next video.